Good morning. Good morning. Well, I'm trying to get it all going here. Good morning, everybody. It's a FriYay. All right, Alexa is not happy this morning. So let me try it again. There we go. Good morning.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm thinking that we might need to play that song again. Let's see if we can get some people woke up this morning. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome, Andrea. Whoops. I played Leo.
Good morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day.
Well, you can't have too much
Here we go.
Leo, right?
Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me,
Oh,
mama,
good
be
job.
on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy, give me a cuppa fulla. Give me a cuppa full of joy, give me a cuppa fulla. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always more space in the pot for more love. Take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy, give me a cuppa fulla. Give me a cuppa full of joy, give me a cuppa fulla. Give me a cuppa full of joy, give me a cuppa fulla. Give me a cuppa full of joy, give me a cuppa fulla. There really is no secret, we simply accept, align, allow. AAA, Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy, Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me a joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me a joy, give me a cuppa 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 joy, give me full joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy, give me cuppa joy, give me a cuppa joy.
Ooh, yes, I hit the wrong button, but that's okay because you can never have too much Leo in your life. Sorry to confuse and scare you, Paki. It's okay. We're going to talk for a minute and then you can have Leo again. Good morning. Auntie Jean, yes, TGIF. And Suzanne, good Millard, good morning. All right, let's go into our hearts. Let's just bond together with our heart-brain coherence this morning. So hand on the heart and slow down the breathing. Add in the love. Just feel all that wonderful love that Leo was singing about. The AAA. Accept, align, allow. Bringing in that beautiful energy right into our heart. It's Friday, which means it's FriYay. And let's focus our I ams on being grateful, being excited. I am grateful for this day that we have right now, for this Friday, the end of the work week, if you work outside the home or even inside the home. I'm grateful for each breath I take. I'm grateful for the knowingness that we are on this earth plane, holding each other, walking each other home. I am worthy. I am enough. You are worthy. You are enough just as you are. And we are all peace inside of each of us. Let's breathe that out into the world, letting that peace go to the hearts of every being on the planet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for another moment. I've got a kiss. I got a kiss from Pocky. Oh, I love my Pocky. Prachetta, I am happy, healthy, and attracting abundance. Oh, good morning, Josie. So good to have you and Rick here. Oh my gosh, what a great day. What a wonderful day to celebrate. Just celebrate the magic of being, the magic of opening your eyes. Celebrate that. Be grateful that you can see, grateful that we can experience. Let's see, what have I got? Jennifer, I am grateful and blessed and worthy. Yes, ma'am. I want to read this paragraph from a publication I was reading last night by Neville Goddard. I have really been getting into his teachings. He is an amazing teacher. So I want you to listen to these words that were written, gosh, a long, long time ago. Let's put it that way. Neville Goddard was somebody that was way ahead of his time, and he taught so much about manifesting. But I want you to listen to these words. If we would become as emotionally aroused over our ideals as we would become over our dislikes, we would ascend to the plane of our ideals as easily as we now descend to the level of our hates. Love and hate have a magical transforming power, and we grow through their exercise into the likeness of what we contemplate. By intensity of hatred, we create in ourselves the character we imagine in our enemies. Qualities die for want of attention, so the unlovely states might best be rubbed out by imagining beauty for ashes and joy for mourning, rather than direct attacks on the state from which we would be free. Whatsoever things are lovely and of good report, think on these things. What do you all think of that? I was reading those words last night and I thought, I think I really need to get more into that energy of let's pivot from all of the hatred. Let's pivot away from anything that's distracting us, because that's what he's talking about. We can either focus on the hate, which is happening. There's a lot of us that just we spew hatred and dislike onto others, and especially those that we see are causing harm, those that are disrupting, those that are doing things like mass shootings or rioting or whatever it may be. We spew our dislike and our contempt on them. But what if we focus on love? What if we put our focus on what's going right in the world, the yays of the world? That's why I love Fridays so much, because I ask for us all to share, what is your yay for today? What can you get behind that really makes you feel good? What's your feel good thing today? Let's just share that. Jennifer, you love that reading. I do too. I do too. Neville was very deep in his writing, and he had us go to that place of possibility, that place of potential. And he was a master manifester. He knew how to take us to that place where we knew in our heart what it was that we wanted to bring to us. And he knew all those secrets because he asked to know them. There's the difference. How many times do we ask to know the secrets? How many times do we say, I want that. I want that in my life. I want love in my life, not the discord, not the things that would keep me tied to the lower vibrations, but I want peace and love and joy. Good morning, Deirdre and Blue. This is Teri. I love that reading. I am headed to Twice Blessed. Oh, please give her my love. Just so much love to Mary Jane, and let her know we lift her up every day. Auntie Jean says, I think our family is the opposite of those hate groups. I am focused on us having a larger, more influential effect on humanity. Auntie Jean, you got my attention. How can we get the ears of those who need these words? How can we get this message out to a bigger platform? That's my desire. That would be my yay, is if we could just really put more of this energy that we feel in our hearts, the energy when we all come together, if we could put more of it out into the world and share this on a bigger platform, on a bigger billboard, so that others could understand what we're talking about, what we're feeling, what we're enjoying with each other as a family. That to me is just my ideal, as Neville was talking about. If we could just get behind that. Good morning, Hope. I'm here lying in my dialysis bed, and I'm glad I can tune into my morning cuppa. Love to all my peas. And for Cheda, I want to leave behind doubt and fear. I want to leave behind my insecurities. Yeah. And Blue says, supporting the peace initiative in Congress is a start. It is a start, getting behind that Department of Peace Building and letting our representatives know that that's what we want. I sent out so many emails this last week. I contacted every representative that I could possibly contact, the ones especially that represent Florida, because that's my voting district. And I asked them to please get behind this, to get excited about it, to just take a look at it. I said, please just read that bill. Just see what all's involved in it and how it's going to help us as a country. And I have heard back from so many wonderful people, not necessarily the representatives themselves. I've heard from people in their office who are excited about it. So when they get excited about it, they have the attention of the ones that actually do the voting. So I encourage you, even if you don't get through to the person themselves, to the senator or the representative, the congressman, send that message out anyway. You know, it's like that song says, do it anyway, you know, and you never know. You never know whose desk it might land on. You never know who might pick that up and read that memo or read that email and say, hey, this sounds like a really good idea. So yes, I encourage us all to get behind that. And if you're in another country, like our Hope in the UK, what can you get behind? Is there something there that is similar to what we are pushing for here in the States, to have a department in our governing body that says, hey, we want this, we want peace. I'm getting ready to read Kuan Yin, but I see lots more people coming in. Kathy Hand, hello. The passage that I read is from a publication by Neville Goddard called The Search. And, I'm really encouraging you all to read more of him. I'm going to be teaching more of his teachings. I've already heard that loud and clear, that I'm supposed to hold more conscious conversations. And let's get behind some of these people who years and years ago knew how to steer us in a direction that's more toward peace. So I want to read one more time this passage. I know there were some, like I said, that just came in. I don't know why I'm starting to get messages on my computer. I haven't figured out all of the new computer yet, how to stop things like that. Anyway, this was written a long time ago. The man's name is Neville Goddard. I want you to hear that name because he's very, very powerful. And this is the passage. I read it a minute ago, but I'm going to read it one more time before Kuan Yin. And let's see how she chimes in with it. If we would become as emotionally aroused over our ideals as we become over our dislikes, we would ascend to the plane of our ideals as easily as we now descend to the level of our hates. Love and hate have a magical transforming power, and we grow through their exercise into the likeness of what we contemplate. By intensity of hatred, we create in ourselves the character we imagine in our enemies. Qualities die for want of attention, so the unlovely states might best be rubbed out by imagining beauty for ashes and joy for mourning, rather than by direct attacks on the state from which we would be free. Whatsoever things are lovely and of good report, think on these things. Isn't that a wonderful guidance that he's giving us? I just love that. I love that so many years ago, before we had internet, before we had all of the communication that we have now through TV and radio and the different ways that messages get out there, Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. Even before that, we had somebody that was guiding us in that direction to think on the things that are positive, and let's put that out into the world. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say to us. And Kathy, you're just popping in to say hi. You're packing for a weekend motorcycle trip. That sounds like fun. Yes, we will definitely send you off with prayers on your trip. So I'm going to read Kuan Yin, and let's just see if she chimes in right along with Neville or where she's guiding us to this morning. It's the blossoms of the sky dancer. Kuan Yin guides you to remember the creative energy and spiritual light that are within you, which cause all of life around you to bloom. Creation is a natural spiritual power within you, beloved. Force can slow down the process. It is time to stop striving and allow your manifestation to occur. Trust, let go, allow your creation to flow. You know, it's going to be, as I said to my friend Karen last night, it's going to be either force or flow. That's our choices. And when we're forcing something or trying to force something, it's not going to flow. There's going to be a resistance to that force. When we accept, align, allow, and we bring that AAA into our experience, there's no stopping it. And when we add in that energy of love, of peace, of joy, like Neville was saying, to go to those ideals of love, not the ones that we imagine other people are holding as they're spewing hate. We don't know what's going on with anybody. We don't know what they're going through, what's creating in them an energy to hurt others. We do know that hurt people hurt people. We know that hurt people strike out and try to fulfill themselves with something. We don't know the reason that people are grumpy or upset or sad or angry. We're not walking in their shoes, but we place ourselves there, don't we? When somebody's not having a good day, we place ourselves into what they're doing, and we just want them to change. We want them to just stop. Just those two words that they're powerful, which are stop it. Just stop it. Stop the insanity. But there's a reason why people strike out. It is not our normal state of being. Being in that energy of hate and anger and destruction, that's not our normal state of being at all. That's not how we are when we come here. And when we can get back to normal, get back to the neutral, we can find that place. We can find that place of saying, I came here for such a time as this to bring love and light. I didn't come here to add to all of the upset and the chaos and the confusion. I came to add to the solution. We all made a conscious decision to be here. It wasn't like we just all of a sudden appeared. And that's what the blog was about last night, as the angels were sharing, that we made a conscious choice to be in this human body. And when we made that conscious choice on the higher level, on the spirit level, we knew that we were going to come to a place where we would need certain things. We were coming to a place where it was going to be a struggle sometimes. It was going to be a challenge to live on this earth plane, but we did it anyway. We said, okay, we rose to the challenge, and we said, yeah, I'll do that for the good of all humanity, for the good of the soul, which each one of us are here to have our soul growth individually and as a collective. We signed up for this. We didn't have somebody yank us by the arm and say, come on, you're coming with me. No, we all made that individual choice. We had free will to say our yes or our no, that either I'll jump in there to that earth plane and learn my lessons and help each other, walk each other home. We made that choice. We have no one else to point a finger at and say, you made me do this. You make me this, or you make me that. We decided with our eyes wide open to walk through that door, to come here to this earth plane. And in that decision, we put a lot of thought into it. We put a lot of contemplation. We put a lot of knowingness that we weren't going to do it alone. Yes, we come into this world alone. We're the ones that come through that birth canal and wake up and look around and say, what is this? That's us in our alone state. But we don't remain alone. We have guardian angels from that very moment that we take our first breath. Those guardian angels guide us. They help us to understand, yeah, you decided this. You did this. You decided to come here, and it's good. It's all good. Good morning, everyone that's just finding us. Jasmine, good evening where you are. Okay, we've got a happy birthday in the house. Oh, you pushed the wrong button. You know, every day could be a birthday. Every day could be Christmas. Every day can be a choice to celebrate. Every day is new. We have a clean slate. We can write on that slate whatever we want to create, however we want it to be. Let's do that. Let's create this day the way we want to see this day, because what we do in our conscious state of mind, those decisions that we make, those choices to go one way or another, that feeds our subconscious. And it's our subconscious that then takes that and creates our experiences. Oh, Kathy, I'm so sorry, honey, that there was a horrible experience there. Yes, let's pray for that situation and pray for your son, as we always do every day. Jasmine says, sometimes I think one was very enthusiastic about picking up learning experiences. We can always be enthusiastic. We can always ask, what do I do with this? So we don't ask why. We know the why. We know what the story is when we come here. We don't have to ask why, because that was already a given before we incarnated. The why was for our soul growth. Everything we do, everything that happens, every experience is for our soul growth. So we don't ask why, because that's already out there. That's already the given. What we ask, and this is what I encourage all of you, and Kathy, you especially, ask, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this information? What am I supposed to do with this experience? It's not your experience, although it affects you. But what are you supposed to do with what you've been presented with? And wait for the answer. Wait for Spirit to show you what the lesson is. And not just the lesson, what's the blessing? What is going to happen as a result of that experience? That's what we need to look at. And yes, we need to pray for that darling girl and pray for that whole experience that happened. But you need to really go into, what do I do now? What is my part? What am I learning from this? What is the lesson and the blessing in it for me? Because we're all affected by those around us. It may not be our lane. It may not be our lesson that comes directly as a result of that experience, but we're touched by it and we're affected by it as a family. So yes, Kathy, I invite you to go into your heart and ask those questions. What am I supposed to do with this? And how do I support my loved one through this? Joanne, thank you for being here this morning. And Annie, you called the doctor for you and Grayson, and they're coming to check on you. Awesome. And thank you, Blue Jean, for putting them in the grid this morning. Yeah, you'll figure it out, Kathy. Just go into your heart and ask what you were supposed to do with it. Just ask your higher self. All the answers are inside. So just go into your heart and ask, what do I do with this? What am I supposed to do with this situation? So it is our prayer time. This morning went really fast. But let's go into our hearts and let's ask for any solution to what we're lifting up, including Kathy's family this morning, Hope, who's sitting in a dialysis unit this morning, taking care of herself, taking care of her health, and asking for the very best outcome for all that have been placed in our care. Deirdre, prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and for world peace. Asking for all of us to pivot away from negative, to pivot away from hatred, from the energy of hurt, and to pivot more toward love, and let love be what heals us. Good morning, Julie Kiss. All right, so let's do that. Let's go into our hearts right now, into our prayer time. Thank you, Julie. Prayers for all in need, indeed. So take a deep breath in and release it out with a hard breath. We need to shake up some energy today. Breathe in love deep into your lungs. Release it out. Really shake that energy loose. Whatever's gotten hold of you on the inside, whatever chaos, confusion, discontent, discord, anger, shame, guilt, blame, whatever that looks like inside of there, just take a deep breath of love right into your heart center. Release anything that's unlike love. Check in with your heart. See if there's been a shift. See if something has changed and smoothed out a little bit. Sometimes that low vibration energy has such a grip on us. It takes us to such a low place that it's hard to climb up that emotional ladder. So wherever you are on that emotional scale, if you're at that bottom rung of shame, that rung of guilt, of anger, of confusion and chaos, breathe love into it. Just take another deep breath in of love coming directly from Source, Creator, Holy Spirit. Bring it right into your heart. Now release. When we get rid of those emotions, and it's not an easy thing to do, it takes more than just a few breaths, but when we start shaking up the energy to release the emotions, we make room for love. We make room for more of the light, for more of what we do need, for more of the answers to come more clearly to us. Let's call on Archangel Gabriel to help all of us today. Gabriel will come in with the energy of water to clear away anything that's stopping us from being our magnificent self. So keep breathing in the love. Keep exhaling anything other than love. Just allow your spirit to rise higher, up, up, up to a higher plane, as our Marietta says, and smile. I know you don't feel like smiling. I know this. I've been there. I've been at that low rung where things look so awful and horrible, and it seems there's no end in sight. The blows keep coming. You keep getting knocked backwards. But you know what? That smile that you can put on your face, that's the only way to respond to the low vibration. When we give in to the confusion, when we give in to all of that hatred and vitriol and the things that are keeping us tied down and tethered to that lower rung, we're going to stay there. So do you want to stay there? Do you want to stay in that kind of energy, wallowing in the mud, the muck, not being able to see as you walk through this earth plane? The choice is yours. And when you're hit with something hard, and Kathy, I do empathize. I do know this is really hard. But when we are hit with those hard knocks, it's important to not fall down on your butt. It's important not to let those winds blow you all the way down to the ground. Stand firm in who you are. To stand in your divine magnificence, your divine authenticity. Now breathe in again. Find that place inside of you that's your pure innocence. Go back to neutral. Go back to the 0 point, not the point of wallowing in all that's going on, but go back to the neutral point and just be. Just allow yourself to be. Maybe you won't be able to get to exhilaration today, but maybe you can get to acceptance. So let's stay there. Let's stay at that place in our heart where we can accept, we can align with who we are, and we can allow whatever spirit has brought to us, these experiences. Let's just allow that to be our teacher. Allow ourselves to learn the lesson instead of running from it or staying immersed in it. You are not your experience. You are what you do with your experience. Now let's breathe in that love once more. And let's see all that are placed in our prayer circle. We're focused on the ones that are here right now that have asked for our prayers. But we have a whole list of people that have asked for our prayers. And let's just send love and light to each one, asking God, Source, Divinity, to look on each prayer request, asking for Divine Mother to place your arms around each one, and asking for whatever is for the best and highest good in each situation, asking for that to come to fruition. Now smile again. Smile on all of those who are hurting, all of those who are caught up in whatever turmoil is creating that energy inside of them to strike out. Smile because you know that you are magnificent. And you know that that's the energy that brings the vibration up instead of bringing it down. And now breathe in again, that love. And let's do our heart telephone. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Whatever's on your heart, whatever hurt you're experiencing today, just ask yourself that question. Ask your higher self, what am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to learn from this? And how do I react and respond to each situation in my life? Oh, thank you for the prayers. Thank you all for your beautiful words this morning. Yes, it can be hard to do, but it also can be easy to do. It's up to us. It's up to us to respond and react the way we want to see others respond and react. We need to be the example. We need to be the ones to say, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And just show it through our love. Oh, thank you, Blue. Sending a big armful of love your way with a big hug. And Joanne, I saw your prayer. I will add her to the prayer list. And Auntie Jean, you saw so many with long, grumpy faces at the ballpark where people are supposed to be happy. I tried to make a conscious effort to smile at them and say a few words like, hello, have a good night. I got a lot of smiles and responses. It's nice making the effort. You'll see that the more you do that smiling out in the world, people will respond. They'll respond. If that smile is genuine, if it's coming from your heart, it will be felt and it will be responded to. Well, let's hear Leo for the second time today. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Annie7. I love you. I love you, Gracie.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of.
Pachetta, thank you for your prayers. So much love to you and Pachetta.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the truth is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Right, Auntie Jean, we have a double shot of Leo today.
Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me cuppa joy. 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 Give me joy. Give me cuppa 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 joy. Give me a cuppa joy.
Woo. Thank you family. Thank you for being here. I invite everyone that's hearing me right now to share out our Angelic River Family group on Facebook. Just go in and copy the link to get to the page or to the group and share it on your timeline or in other groups, wherever you can place it. So let's get more people in here to share love with us, more people that we can reach with our love. And let's just shine our light out stronger and brighter into our world. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. I will see you at 4:44 Eastern Time today with a message from the angels. I love you. Namaste, y'all.